Hey guys, about to play the second round of a Battle for Zendikar draft. We won in round 1. Now let's see if we can do the same in round 2. Alright. We did not win the die roll, but that's not a huge deal. This is a pretty good hand. We have 2/2 drops already, 3-drop, 4-drop, and then Swarm Surge. I mean, this is a pretty good Swarm Surge hand. If things like go our way, then it's entirely possible to win this game pretty quickly. Alright, salvage drones. Our opponent's probably going to be ingesting us before we ingest them. Unfortunately for us. But we can play our sentinel next turn and basically put an end to it. If he has like Merc Strider and stuff like that, we're going to be pretty annoyed, but it's probably okay. Alright, we do another swamp. But yeah, we're going to play our sentinel, I think. Although if I play this, I have a chance of ingesting next turn, which is relevant in our deck. Not the most relevant thing, but relevant. I think I play the sentinel. Get more triggers off of it if I play it first. It's kind of like a landfall trigger, especially with the hand we have, so... See if he has the removal spell. Nope, just Hagra Sharpshooter. Alright. I think we play Dominator Drone and then swing. So that'll drop him to 18. Doesn't have any good blocks if we swing, so I think we do it. Alright, drop him to 16. And then next turn I think we play the Vestige, and then we can go Culling Drone, McKindy Slide Runner in the same turn, which is pretty good. And then a Swarm Surge. I mean, it kind of depends on what happens here. Okay, not a whole lot happened. So yeah, we're going to play our Vestige. Pumps our guy up to 2/4. Theoretically, yeah. And we're going to swing with him again. Could swing with the drone too, I guess, here, and it wouldn't be a huge deal to lose it, like in a trade. Yeah, we'll swing with both. If he does take it, we get to ingest, so yeah, and I'm okay with the trade too. That guy can be a problem in the late game, making all combat math go in my opponent's favor. Okay, incubator drone. Pretty annoying. Can block our attacks now without too much effort. Not from the Vestige, but from our Sentinel. Alright. I mean... No, that's not a good idea. Probably should have held on to that, actually, since we have a Slide Runner in our hand, but... I guess there's no reason to play anything first. We're going to swing with our Vestige. If he wants to triple block it, I'm pretty okay with that. Okay. Drops him to 11. And now we can go Culling Drone. McKindy Slide Runner. And then in an ideal world, we can just Swarm Surge next turn and be in pretty great shape. Swarm Surge will make all of our guys pretty massive. Okay, he's just passing his turn, which either means he has counter magic or a complete disregard or something like that. Question is, do I go for the Swarm Surge? I think I do. I think we go for it here. he has counter magic, then so be it. Yes, he does. No, we will not. Okay. Well, in that case, we still have some pretty good attacks. So we're going to play our second Sentinel. We're going to empty our hand in the process, but... And we'll play a land. And we'll attack with these guys. Yeah, that makes sense. Drop to 5. That also makes sense. Okay, that'll drop him to 8. And we'll end our turn. Our hand is empty, which makes us somewhat vulnerable. But it's not the end of the world or anything. What will he get back? Incubator drone wouldn't be bad. Yeah, that's what he's going to put on top. It is pretty good right now. All right, well, that's pretty great. We'll get our Conduit of Ruin out there, use its ability, pump both our Sentinels, and put our 7/8 on top of our library. Ooh, another counterspell? Ooh, Ulamog's Nullifier even. Better than a counterspell, really. All right. Since it puts a dude in play. So our opponent is packing counter magic, unfortunately for us, but we still have a bunch of good attacks here. Everything but our culling drone has an attack here. We still get to use Conduit of Ruin's ability, but we're not going to because we won't be able to cast what we put on top right away. 3, 5, 7. We have 9 damage. If I attack with the drone, chances are he just blocks there, and he'll block one of these. So I don't really want to attack with the drone, but I'll attack with everything else. Do I want to attack with the drone? Actually, I guess I will. We want to get in as much damage as we can because he's about to play freaking another dude who makes more Eldrazi tokens, so okay. Alright, so that's going to drop him to 3. Meaning that if we top deck a Touch of the Void, we just insta-win. So if he pays 4 here to play his Incubator drone, I think I'm okay with that. And his counter magic has certainly kept us back, though. Like, twice we've drawn cards that are like, okay, I think we win, but our, Drowner of Hope. That is bad news for us. Certainly. Oh, we drew a Touch of the Void, though. That's some pretty ridiculous luck, but I'll take it. For the win. All right. Pretty sweet top deck for sure. But I did say if I get him to 3, I'll be able to do that. I don't think we really want to side anything in. I mean, his counter magic's going to be good against us no matter what because we have these spells like Swarm Surge and Well, I guess Swarm Surge is our most game-breaking one, and he countered it. But Conduit of Ruin into Ruin Processor would have done something similar, so I don't think we side anything in. Right, Magic Online spazzing out a little bit on my end. I don't know if you're seeing that. There it goes. All right, another good hand. Not an incredible one, but a good one. And we'll keep it. Our opponent is going first. Okay, I think I hold on to Looming Spires because I have so many lands it can really enable me to do some stuff later. It's really weird. Well, we do have double red because of our Looming Spires, but we have more mountains and swamps, but keep struggling to hit double red. It happens, I guess. All right, so we're going to play out our drone. Play our Spires next turn, most likely, and pump our drone, which will enable it to swing through that. Ooh, Deathless Behemoth coming up, too. Yeah, we'll play our Spires now. Swing for 3. Ruinous Path. That's glad to hit that. Very glad to hit that. Silent Skimmer. Okay. Doesn't look like we're going to have a turn 4 play, unfortunately for us. Unless we draw something. And we did not. We did draw a good card, though. So yeah, we just hang back. We have Stone Fury and Turn Against to help us out. But our opponent also has counter spells, which is not great for us. He hasn't ingested anything yet, so Zulamog's Nullifier at least won't be doing anything. Yep, we will take 2. If he just passes the turn and leaves everything untapped, I have to decide what I want to do. He did pass his turn and leave everything untapped. Dang. I mean, holding up Stone Fury might be the best thing to do. Then I can play my Conduit next turn. Like, I can use Stone Fury to kill the Skimmer when he swings with it. And if he decides to use a counter spell, it won't work. So, I mean, it will work, but then he won't be able to counter my Conduit of Ruin. So I think that's what I'm going to go for here. Keep Stone Fury up to kill the Skimmer. I mean, the Skimmer's a problem anyway. So, I think that's what we want to do. Playing around is counter magic. If he has Drowner of Hope again, I'm going to be so sad about using Stone Fury. But we do have bigger creatures, or as big creatures that we can play, so it's not the end of the world. Oh, I should have done that before combat, but whatever. I'm going to use Stone Fury now. All right, Dispel. Okay. Well, it's not super awesome. Turn Against is also pretty mediocre right now. I mean, I can use it to do a little additional damage like I did earlier. Maybe I should have sided it out against him since he runs a lot of things that it's just not that good against. Okay. Drawing more cards isn't good for us, but the fact that he's tapped like that is pretty good. So I think we're going to try for Conduit of Ruin here. Let's swing with our Culling Drone. If he trades here, I'm okay with that. He will. There is the one counterspell, Horribly Awry. but it only counters converted mana cost 4 or less, right? So we're going to play Conduit of Ruin. Even if he counters it, we get to put our big-ass creature on top of the library, and we can cast it, so we are going to use his ability. Put Ruin Processor on top. And put a 5/5 in play. Ruin Processor can gain its life right now because our Culling Drone did a little bit of work early. So that's good for us. So only costs 5, which is also nice, although not a huge deal right now. Is he actually going to use his Mortuary Mire? No. Yeah, I wouldn't have used it there either. He may not have anything else in his hand. That's interesting. He can probably counter our Processor, is what I'm thinking, is why he decided to leave mana back. I still get to gain 5 life, is the nice part of that. So I think I just go for it. And we play our Ruin Processor for 5. And we give him back his Ruinous Path. Hopefully he does not have a Halimar Tidecaller, or we're going to be pretty sad we just did that. Okay, well. That works for me. Next turn we can play Deathless Behemoth for 4. And then, well, I don't know. I may want to play Kozilek's Channeler, but the Behemoth is definitely bigger, so may want to get it in play first. All right, Ulamog's Nullifier. Yeah, he didn't exile anything with it, so we did not have to worry about it countering things. But we do know he has the one that makes you pay 4. Okay, Dominator Drone. Drop us to 17. He can double block our Conduit now, too. Okay, he's not going to, though. Wasteland Strangler. Wish I had mana to actually make use of you right now. Yeah, I'm going to play the Behemoth. Not mana. Cards in exile to make use of him. I may play him anyway, just because he's a dude. But yeah, we'll play the Behemoth for 4. See what our opponent does. All right. I'm going to attack with both. If he wants to double block, it's an okay deal for me. If he has the attacking creatures get minus whatever card, that'll be pretty annoying. But we'd still get it. Well, not quite a 2-for-1 actually, because you draw a card from that card too. So he goes to 5. I think we play our Strangler here, even though he's not the most intimidating. Just to have another body out there when he's at 5 seems pretty relevant. So if I could, I'd use it on that, but I can't, so. All right. He cannot actually kill the rest of our creatures with that, which is pretty awesome. Merc Strider has one thing in exile, so he can bounce something. Probably my Ruin Processor, I guess, is what he wants to bounce. Yeah, he exiled just now with complete disregard, so he made use of that quickly. Okay, so what happens here if I use Turn Against and steal this and swing with both of these? He goes to... Oh, no. I should steal the Skimmer and swing with both. If that's what I want to do. I could play my Valakut Predator too for 1 mana, so that's probably what I do first, just in case something crazy happens. I steal the Skimmer. He takes 2, goes to 3, and then he has to block both of these, which seems pretty good to me. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use turn against. First I'll play the Predator. And then I'm going to play turn against. All right. And I'll attack with all creatures. Drops him to 3. And he has to block both of these or come up with something else, which puts us in pretty good shape. Yep. All right. I guess he had to block both of them anyway, but he would have had a third blocker. And we'll end our turn. Hard to imagine a card he could have that could get him out of this, but maybe he does. Drowner of Hope would certainly help him. Stall us. Ooh, that's nice. So we're going to play that for 2 red. Yep, we got it. All right, well, our deck has proven to be pretty powerful. It's definitely the most use I've ever gotten out of Conduit of Ruin. The other times I've drafted him, sort of ended up in my deck just because he's a 6-mana 5/5 and the rest of his abilities were irrelevant. But in these games, they have not been irrelevant. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like.